This was the night of nights, the night the Newcastle Knights put Parramatta and in a slashing first half set up a most unlikely premiership. The Newcastle Knights, the champions again, and didn't they love it? This is a match to watch over and over again. The 2001 NRL Premiership, the Night of Nights, it's out on video and available at these stores now.
Inside for Albert. Albert will score. Albert will score. Newcastle have won the grand final.
Last time, they waited until the last 10 seconds. This year, as the trophy headed up the highway, a wild week of celebrations began. All day, every day. And the locals just lapped it up, putting on a fitting tribute to the pride of the Hunter region. With a rookie coach at the helm, a new era had arrived in Newcastle with the dawn of a new century. But not everything always went according to plan. While two separate losing streaks threatened to drain their campaign, the hand of genius was never far away.
Andrew Johns, the magnificent! Andrew Johns is a freak!
And they thrilled the masses with some breathtaking attacking football. With a disappointing first-up loss at home to the Northern Eagles, they certainly didn't get the start they had banked on. But this was a team that bonded through adversity, much like the city itself. And the setbacks served to make them stronger for when it really counted.
Torrens switches his pass, back on the outside, able to pick up Robert Miles. Miles has got the ball over the line. This time, the referee says he has got there fairly, and Robert Miles scores the try that's been a long time coming for the Northern Eagles. Haven't had many chances to attack up here for a little while, Newcastle. What can they do now? Vidiris bringing it back to the short side to Johns, then away to Mark Hughes. Hughes' pass to pick up Justin Ryder. Ryder fools them. They thought he was going inside and he went to the outside and scored. Adam Muir made the tackle on him. This is the last coming up. Bad pass to Johns. He's collected it and gives it away to Vidiris. Quick hands. Out wide it goes from Rudder. Rudder able to give his pass on to Darren Albert. Albert goes in to score. Michael Hagan's happy. The hero of the 1997 Newcastle Grand Final victory. Walker running it back for Kamali. Sees a half break and he's through. Brett Kamali able to send his pass away to Brendan Reeves. Reeves away to Menzies. He's dived in from behind. Couldn't be pulled out by Tamata Tahu. And Steve Menzies scores the try that makes it 10-all and a kick to come.
The successful conversion saw the Eagles confirm a stunning upset, but brighter things lay ahead. And revenge against the Sydney Roosters was especially sweet in the Knights' return to the Sydney Football Stadium.
To the right, an angled run. Oh, the bounce is beautiful.
Now Johns. Davis is up. Davis takes on a front row forward. He's rolled over onto his back. Has he got the ball down? Hempstead wants to take a look at it.
Phillips does a pretty good job here. Rolls him over. Now Davis, just watch the point of the ball. Does it make contact with the ground? Yes, it does. That's a try.
35 metres out from the Roosters line. Johns to the air to Minicello. He's lost it. Ryder's picked it up, put it over the line. At the Sydney Football Stadium with two of the big guns of 2001 doing battle. Quite likely that these sides could go through to this year's grand. They've lost the ball. They've got a chance here, the Roosters. They're over the line. Dearest, long ball, finding Johns. Johns then for Rudder. Billy Peyton's over the line. Billy Peyton scores for the Knights. Played by Ricketson on the last, and then Green. Green gets plenty of time to put the kick in. The jump is on. He's got it. He's got it. And he's put it down. Anthony Minicello. They've come through this all right. But I think that was one of the things they wanted to answer tonight as Bailey gets a ball away. O'Davis is there. Oh, O'Davis lost the pass. It's Ryder. Ryder's in. Number 2. Justin Ryder. Kennedy.
Whether Andrew might just drop a one-pointer just to make sure of it if no one comes at him.
There it goes, Pete. It's okay. Another point to the Newcastle total.
So the Knights were finally on the scoreboard in 2001 with a most professional performance against one of their major rivals. And another important challenge loomed 9 days later when Joey and the boys aimed to spoil the Bulldogs' debut at their new kennel, the Sydney Showground.
Send to Rudder. Rudder stays alive, gets the ball on the outside to Peden. Tahu for the corner's over. Did he get it down inside the corner post? We're going to the video referee.
Oh,
On the line.
I don't think that will be a try.
On the line is out.
Darren Britt leading from the front arm straight. Polomouta, full back to beat. He doesn't do it, but backing up the General, and Luke Patton has scored a sensational try. The General makes the tackle, 5 out from the line. Here's a chance for the Knights. Perry, fresh on the field, is he over? Can he get it down? He has. The referee points to the spot. He's only been on for 60 seconds, and he scored a try, Josh Perry. Here's Johns. Here's a chance. Perry! Try number 2. Polomouta. Rauhihi. Still going. He's over the big fella. He scored the try. The opportunity coming again, once again, because of a Newcastle error. Polomouta. And Astor into open space and scores. The easiest try he will get. Johns with the ball into space, Rudder. He scored next to the upright. The Knights are back in it.
Oh, that's a very quick play, the ball there.
Peden, last tackle.
He's away.
Magic. Oh, Magic's away. 30, 20, they won't catch him. They won't catch him, and he scores the try. Where's Andrew Johns? What will he do? Passes to Kennedy, he's near the line, pops the ball back, try! Try to Glenn Brief! What a rugby league try!
So after 3 outings, Newcastle had the trifecta, a win, a loss and a draw. But most importantly, it seemed as though the side was starting to click under new coach Michael Hagan. And the round 4 performance against Parramatta was a positive sign of things to come.
Centre of the ground, 30 metres out for Taylor. Oh, intercepted by Tahu. He's got a heap of speed. Hodgson's after him, but Tahu will go all the way. Timana Tahu, intercept try. The Knights leading 4-0. On the eastern side, they're 19 out, and here's the second row forward again, Simpson. Big groan went up from the Novocastrians about the tackle. O'Davis into pivot, got the ball away to Rudder. Rudder cuts out Kennedy. He gets the ball back for Peden. Peden gives it away for the centre. He's over the line. Mark Hughes has scored. Newcastle are in again. The big fella to the 10-metre line. Down the blind they come. Badeiras cuts out Kennedy. Hughes will score. Did he get it down? If he did, it's a try. Simpkins points to the spot. Try for Newcastle, number 3. Badeiras, Johns, Rudder, cut out pass, and there's Tahu. Tahu's into the gap. He's looking for number 2. He's going to make it as he is. Tahu's over. Badeiras back in, Rudder, then Johns. Johns tries to beat them with strength. Badeiras now, they sweep right again for Rudder. Rudder's pass was a bullet. Perry will score! Perry's over! Early's a try-scoring machine, the kid. So that will count as an interchange for Parramatta. Repairs unable to be done on the ground. O'Davis kicks for Albert. Albert leads the race by a mile. Albert picks it up. Albert will score. Darren Albert has scored. Here's Drew back on. Beautiful swerve and a dummy, and Hodgson's on his way. Albert's after him, but put away the glasses. They've won 6 of their last 7 here at Marathon. Here's Parramatta in over the line for Moody.
With the Eels swept aside, Newcastle was primed for its biggest hurdle, Brisbane at ANZ Stadium. The visitors began well enough, but it was all downhill from there as the champions seized control to teach the prospective premiers a valuable lesson.
McDougall looks for first blood. Carey across with Carlaw to shut him down. Now away from Andrew, bullet-like pass, it's on the ground. O'Davis is there. They've got Takiri on his own out there. Albert's over. Darren Albert scores for the Novocastrians. Brisbane on the attack though. Priddis, and back and away it comes from the lock forward. Back to Sivanasiva. He puts it over the line. It's a try. It's a try. Brisbane are in. Aiken back and across the back of... Oh, Takiri! Takiri's over. They came up too quickly, Newcastle. 8-point ball game. Broncos 16, Newcastle 8. Here's a break being made by Brisbane down the right side. And Walker is it. He's made it. He's gone all the way. Well, he's been brewing up to doing something special. Johns across. Stuart Kelly's the other one whose name didn't appear. I'll come back to that. De Vera's away. Now Albert's after him. This will be an interesting chase. Albert getting to him. Got him. Got him. De Vera tries to play it. They'll score if he does. Now they're over the line. Hodges is in. Justin Hodges gets number 2 for the night. Prince. Oh, he's in. Well, they fell apart. They opened up like a set of curtains.
The Knights tried to bring the curtain down on that game as quickly as possible and move on to their next assignment at Melbourne's magnificent Colonial Stadium. The roof was open for the first time in a rugby league match, and there were plenty of openings on the field as well.
That short side for them. Now Badiris fires a pass to McDougall, who was outside Junior Lange. He went straight past Matt Geyer, flings it back to Justin Ryder. The Knight Rider is in again. What a season he's had. He keeps getting called up out of First Division and keeps scoring tries. Now Rudder fires another long pass. He finds Ryder pouring downfield. They must score. It's a carbon copy of the first try. Peden will stroll across with hardly a Storm player within 25 metres of him. Just 4 metres out. Badiris waits at dummy half. John stays on this short side. Second man ball for Hughes. Away to Tahu. They're in again. Rudder again with Johns outside him now. Here's Hughes. Tahu, almost the same play as before. Tahu will pick up a double. Badiris shouting out the instructions from dummy half. Johns floating it across the top. Albert steps past Mike Marcus by. Try number 5. Well, this is ridiculous. Andrew Johns waiting by patiently, just wants to get the game back underway and eventually does so. Tahu drops it. Robbie Ross, what a gift.
With short plays, attack the edge.
Johns, they attack the edge of the ruck. Hughes is stepping out of tackles. Moore trying to track him down. He puts a kick in for Ben Kennedy. He fires it back to Johns. He pushes away from them and will reach out and score a try himself. Gets it down to the 10-metre line. Here goes O'Farrell. Ross points and says, go that way. Now it comes from Ross to Warford. He saw daylight. Comes to Hughes. He finds the line. Struggles for a couple of more metres. Here goes Swain from dummy half. Stepping, he will score! Richie Swain from dummy half. Still tackles left. They're just 10 out from the Newcastle line this time for them if they can score here, and they can! Scott Hill crashes across and keeps their faint hopes alive. And the halfback will play it. On the last tackle, Hill spins it. battered down, knocked on by Peden. 6 more tackles again for the Storm. Here's Hill. Moore got away from the tackle of Albert. Tries to find the try line and will get there. Oh, they've got a chance.
After surviving Melbourne's late resurgence, the Knights returned to Marathon, where they confronted the much-improved New Zealand Warriors. Andrew Johns was once again in spectacular touch. And through 3 tries, 8 goals and a field goal, he actually outscored the opposition himself.
Looking to find a hole. Got a good pass away to Simpson. On the backup, Andrew Johns. They have hit back as quickly as that. Here's Rudder now, taking it to the line. Got in behind Lauatiti. He couldn't pick him up. The pass back on the inside to Mark Hughes. They are in for number 2. Bundled into a small package by Campion. Johns off the left foot, looking for the line himself. Oh, that was too easy. Campion waits a dummy half. Waited Jones again, grubbering for himself. He'll get the ball back. Got a pass back to Cleary. He won't have the speed to outpace them. Fired a pass over the top to Miles. He'll get it to Francis Melly, who got there to score for the Warriors. Just 3 or 4 metres away from the line. Peden again. Fires it to Andrew Johns, looking for the field goal. And he stuck it between them. A 12-point game becomes a 13-point game. They have it. It's Hughes who will play it. Johns. Is it away to McDougall? Well contained in the first half, but he's away here to open up the second half. Harpay can't go with him for pace. Ryder is looming up. McDougall won't need him. From inside their own 20. Adam McDougall has busted out here in a big way. They slid well in defence, the Warriors. Kennedy, he goes himself and crashes across to score. That might be just about enough. Parsons will play it there with a full set of 6 to work it. They may not need that many. McDougall lost it. Jones got it, gave it to Farfili. Johns in cover, can't pick up Farfili. Coming across the field, here's Mark Hughes. He won't get to him either, and Henry. Oh, Henry. He'll go 95 metres. He will play it just outside the Newcastle 30. Here's Jones again. Flat attacking line as Lauatiti drops it back for Nathan Wood. Straight through a gap. Steps in behind Andrew Johns. Lobs a pass over the top. Torpy gets there to score his second. The Warriors are coming back. A long way to go. Just outside the 20. Still time for the Warriors here. Here's Swan. Get him going sideways now. Farfili. He dumps it back to the 2-try man, Clinton Torpy. Got away from the tackle. He has Harley Hughes in front of him. He had support and ran away from Nathan Wood. He picks it up and they will score. Oh, what a try! Badiris to Johns, looking for number 3. That'll do for the Knights. Ryder gives it to Johns. Grab a kick, chasing through. Red, blue and white jumpers everywhere. Paul Marquardt might have jumped on it.
And for the first time in 2001, Newcastle had secured back-to-back victories. The Knights trekked to Canberra in search of the hat-trick, but didn't expect it to come in the manner it did.
Proved by then was victim of circumstances. The Raiders now, the momentum with them. Good ball from DeVico. Wolford,
McLinden was the first man to get them out of trouble as Finch got the kick through. And now McFadden on the toe. The fastest man in the league chases its helmet. McFadden can't handle. In fact, there's a question here of a penalty try.
I disagree. I think it probably should have been a penalty try. But there was no doubt that he was going to award one.
Oh. Well, they've taken the tap, and Finch, the former Knights ball boy, has strolled over as easy as you like. Knights have made a couple of changes. Kennedy and Simpson off now. Andrew Johns, second man play. Newcastle with a chance on the right. Tahu takes on his man and gets there. They have to repel this charge. It could be the last assault from Newcastle in this first half. Tahu's going to get his second. As easy as that. This game is very much alive. Croker, 5th tackle, puts the pass out. Quick hand from Finch to Wolford. Croker wraps around. Still 15 out for Payton. Then for DeVico, and the door opens wide, and then he passes for McFadden. Scintillating rugby league from Canberra.
Up over the top there from Finch in defence. Peden back for Andrew Johns. He's 15 away, runs it to the line. Here's the chance for the Knights. Kennedy slams it down. And what's more, has scored it right beside the upright. They've looked to Johns to get them out of trouble. They look to Kennedy to finish it off. It's 20-18. There's 4 remaining. This is the last tackle. Look at the clock. There's only 30 remaining. Andrew Johns off the boot. Andrew Johns is unsuccessful. Well, now Canberra will get their roll of the dice. Here's the kick from Johns, and that one to the left. So from the restart, they decide for a kick for the line, which is out on the full. Can you believe that from Finch? Can you believe that? That is an unbelievable restart. That is incredible. I've got nothing else to say.
Well, we should explain to people at home, from a restart like that, if you can kick and find touch, you get possession down at where the football went out.
Johns with a kick to win the match. Off the boot, successful. As it travelled between the uprights, the siren sounded, and Newcastle have come out of that with a victory, and Brett Finch is still down for the Canberra Raiders. Can you believe all of that?
Well, believe it or not, the Knights had escaped from the capital with maximum points. And while most Novocastrians felt sorry for one of its former juniors in Brett Finch, there was no sympathy a week on for the Cronulla Sharks, who called into Marathon Stadium on Easter Sunday.
All I was doing was pursuing the football. And what he did to McDougall is quite legal, if in fact you are in pursuit of the football. The touch judge, though, he maintained that he changed course to interfere. Johns is over! Andrew Johns is over! Through from Dykes. It is now with Stewart. Throws the dummy. Rudder makes the tackle. Richardson gets the ball and passes it for Best. Colin Best is away. Colin Best will run to beat. He comes back towards the traffic. Now he finds Mellor. Mellor's big. Mellor's over. Mellor scores for the Sharks. 15 out. Medeiros for Johns. Johns. He finds Rudder. Rudder gets it away. Ryder gets it back on the inside, and Tahu's in to score. Just a perfect pass by Andrew Johns. Rudder. Johns fires it out for Tahu. Tahu is 5 metres out. Bailey's over! Bailey's over!
Can he get one into the dead ball area? It won't be easy.
He's gone for the kick back. He's gone for the banana. And this is a superb
Billy Peden's spectacular grab rounded off things nicely for the Knights after a bruising encounter with the physical but luckless Sharkies. After a tight game like that, the Red and Blues were looking forward to loosening up and keeping the Marathon Stadium scoreboard attendant busy when the West Tigers arrived in round 10.
Parsons gets into dummy half. New role for him, Rudder. Then for Hughes, and it just opens up with a dummy, and it has happened on the right side defence for the Tigers. Walker able to hang on. Dearest, they're 45 away. Rudder, cut-out ball for McDougall. Puts another test on Murphy. Got away from him, got away from Smith. McDougall will go all the way to score for the Knights. It is bordering on embarrassing for the West Tigers. They're 40 metres away from the West Tigers line. Andrew Johns, and then on for Rudder. Rudder ball is intercepted by Carlaw, and the former Newcastle Knight is away, and there's no one at home to catch him. Got away from a diving Andrew Johns, and the Tigers have got something to celebrate. Johns has just drifted around to the right side and with the ball, and kicks back towards the uprights. Great kick. Mark Hughes, oh, that's too easy. Rudder at dummy half. Here they come, the Knights. Johns passes. O'Brien goes over. Marches over, in fact. At half pace to score. 40 now away from the Tigers line. Medeiros inside for Johns. Here they go through the centre. Kennedy's there. Thought a forward pass to Medeiros. Not called. That's a try to Newcastle. Fifth tackle for Newcastle. The kick's going to come straight out of dummy half from Gidley. It's a good one. There's plenty of Knights jumpers there. Kafusi jumped high and missed everything. Kennedy comes down with it and scores. And he wants a quick restart. They lead 34-6. Why not push ahead for 40? Onwards and upwards. Gidley, flick out the back for Tahu. A step off the right foot. And Tahu gets another one for Newcastle. 31 away from the line. Just wanting to change up the sleeve of the Tigers. 2 for the Knights. With Rudder, run straight past Mesha. There's no one at home now, and Rudder gets a try. Medeiros delivers the pass for the halfback. Kennedy goes straight through. And a few of those tries today have been as easy as that. Hughes, Andrew Johns, loose pass. What's gone on here? Simpson, he passes wide out. Gidley a step. He'll go for the line. Passes back inside for Bailey. Not sure whether he forced it as Sears got across. Don't worry about it, I'm not sure. The man who counts most is Simpkins, 54-6. Andrew Johns, his teammates have wished him all the best for this. He decided to put the left arm up, a la Mark Riddell. And Johns has kicked. Does it help him? Oh, Riddell's the genius teacher. Johns successful again. What a player.
There might have been fun and games for Joey and the boys as they feasted on the Tigers' carcass at Marathon, but the mood was far different the following week when the Knights paid a hefty price for their 8-point defeat of the Dragons.
5 out from this Dragons line. Rudder, a dummy half. Johns, he bypasses him, but Medeiros, a short ball away to Glenn Grief, and they're in the first time they touch it. Darren Tracy. He wants a quick tap, he taps it and they go. They look for 6. Peters fires a pass away to Gaznia. Got away from Sean Rudder and got a ball away to Jamie Ainscoe. Matthew Gidley. Here's Medeiros. Comes to Rudder. Cut out ball, no one wasn't. Gidley on the play back and comes to Albert. He scores the Knights' second. Gaznia up very quickly to stop the lock forwards progress. Bailey again to Johns. Gidley has the arm free and will reach out and score his own try.
Well, I can tell you Warren Johns is no good. He's coming from the field right now.
Tahu's okay though. He got away from Amos Roberts and they won't stop him. The counter-attack so swift from the Newcastle Knights. This is a big scoreline facing the Dragons now. 22-6. Tahu came in quickly to snuff out the attack. Peters, a dummy half, gives it off to Jason Riles, who's back out there reaching out, and he scored! Just a body length away. Bartram goes himself from dummy half. Their market defence has been very good, but they can't stop Bartram. He's there! Andrew Johns in the stands with that brace on the left knee. That is a worrying sign. Injured in the first half.
You've got to go the distance, 90 metres. It makes it pretty tough for St George when he's considered most of their stuff has come off.
Roberts has dropped it, and here's Billy Peden, who will score underneath the black dots.
The Dragons finished off with a further 4-pointer, but it was purely academic. Much like the result itself, as the Knights resigned themselves to being without their pivotal leader for the next 2 months or so. Joey's ill fortune robbed him of certain selection as the New South Wales drum feeder for the State of Origin series, at a time when he was probably playing the best football of his illustrious career.
But this year I think I had a point to prove, and I really worked hard and sacrificed a lot, and I think I showed a lot of people how good I can play, and it's just disappointing that all the fruits of my hard work won't be rewarded, but I just got to take a positive out of it, and I think I'll be watching the Origin series, watching the boys over the next 8 weeks, and it hurts watching from the sideline and not being able to help or not being able to participate in the big game, and that'll just drive me to play better when I get back.
However, the club still had 4 players chosen to wear the sky blue jersey in Matt Gidley, Adam McDougall, Ben Kennedy and the much improved Mark Hughes. After a week's break for the Origin opener, club football continued with the Knights struggling to resist North Queensland's challenge in round 12.
Peden, it opens up. Can he get through? No, just a metre out. Well, it was like the Sydney Heads, but it closed quickly. Hughes, short, hard, over. Did he get it down? The ball's come out. The referee says try. Medeiros from acting half. Back to Rudder. He offloads to Tamana Tahu. Stepping, weaving, jinking, going. He'll score the try, will he? How did he get through there? Tamana Tahu. It's a miracle. Rolf around the legs. The Knights on the attack again. Badiris. Great ball there to Rudder into open space. Kennedy on his inside. And the Knights have made the Cowboys pay yet again. Just had the arm out there. Jones from acting half to O'Neill. It's the kick up. Leaping everywhere. The ball's on the ground. Picked up again by Bowman. Here's Rudder. Crossfield kick. Pressure for Bell. Albert's there. It's on the ground. Here's a try. Mark Hughes. Another try from a kick. Maybe it looked worse than it was.
I don't know if it was actually that high. I think he actually ducked into the tackle. Good short ball.
In for a third. He's got 3. They've scored 2 tries in the space of 2 minutes, the Knights. Now Morrison. Jones. Oh, but John Hunter's just up the road. Tamana almost put him there. Here's Fiend. McDougall under it. He's lost it. Jellick picked it up as he scored. Let's go to the video. He's gone the try. Here's Fiend. Morrison. Couldn't get the arms free. Fiend was there. Now he goes to acting half. They're in disarray here, the Knights. Morrison. But where's the support? He's over. He scored the try, Glenn Morrison. But what about the hit from Shipway? And the Cowboys will hit the lead if they convert. It's 26-all. Badiris. Here's Gidley. Rudder. Now Perry straight up the middle. Pushing away. Still going to big number 11. Simpson it was. Back to Grief, and Grief has scored. What about the work from Steve Simpson? Grabs the jumper and brings him to ground.
We've got to go to the right-hand side.
It's their last. Rudder, quick hands to Albert. It's gone forward, the touch judge said. Went forward. The touch judge says it was forward. He's going to the video.
That's okay.
It's just to see, is this a knock-on?
I don't think it was.
Hard to say. He's given the try. Now the kick from Fiend. Albert's under it. Well taken, Darren Albert. Picked up Tamana Tahu. Here's a try for the Knights. That should put it away. Although Lisa's showing great pace, Tamana's got too much. What about that? Well, he had no right to catch it.
So Newcastle slam dunks the visitors with a strong finish after looking shaky at different times of a match they'd normally expect to win handsomely. Conceding 34 points at home to the Cowboys certainly wasn't the type of defence that wins titles, but it tightened up enough the following week for them to get the cash at Penrith.
Rudder. Wyden goes to Tamana Tahu, and then unselfishly he gives it away to Darren Albert. He probably could have scored himself, Tamana Tahu, but he realised that his winger was unmarked, and there is the first try. 3 tackles gone, now to Gower, spins it across field to Rodwell, then away to Carter, fires it wide to Wesser. Wesser able to get on the outside of Melbourne, and Beckett will go in and score.
For the Panthers, 20 metres out from the Newcastle Knights line.
Carter for Beckett coming in at an angle and straight through. Beautifully worked by the Panthers. Rick came in over the top to stop him. He plays the ball quickly and they'll go through and they'll get over the line. Danny Badiris has got through. Quick play the ball to Badiris, then away to Rudder, on to Gidley, wide to McDougall, then away to Ryder. Ryder going for the corner. Wesser can't get to him. He's in to score. Justin Ryder. Billy Peden from touch. That looks good off the boot, and it's there. It's over. Didn't want to go much further, but it didn't have to. Now the kick by Gidley, an attempted field goal off the left foot. He struck that well. That looks good by Matthew Gidley. Oh, that's a great field goal.
Matthew Gidley's field goal guaranteed the 2 competition points, and thereby ensured that the Knights would stand alone at the summit of the 2001 Telstra Premiership as it reached the halfway mark. But after 8 straight wins, the Red and Blues' golden run was about to come to a shuddering halt, with the darkest period of an otherwise wonderful campaign coming early in the competition's second half.
Grab a kick, in goal, Larry King, try! They've finally turned possession into points. Now it comes from Rudder. Gidley, where are the runners? There's Hughes. Walker with the tackle. Great ball to Tamana Tahu. And he has scored the try. Kamali, rubber kick again. Here's a chance. Walker, can he get there? No. Danny Lima has. And Badderas has come up with possession. This is danger time just before half-time. Albert inside Kamali, and they pay dearly. Darren Albert has scored in the corner. Peden must score here. The Knights know. What a tackle. Brendan Reeves, a try-saver. Rudder, long ball to Gidley, last tackle. They must score here. Kennedy goes himself, gets the ball over, and the Knights have levelled it up again in Gosford. Ben Kennedy the try. It's 16-all with a kick to come. Gidley acting half. Looked offside there. Here's the kick. McDougall gets the try. What thinking there from Matthew Gidley. He struck it pretty well. It's going to just sneak in. It does. Kamali. Walker. Now McDougall. Ball there to Robert Miles. Back on the inside to Everall. He turned 22 yesterday. Today he scored a try, which could level the game. And they've never lost a game, the Northern Eagles, with Stephen Clark as referee. Here's Kamali into space. Reeves, Muir on his inside. He's got the ball. He won't have the pace. He gets the ball away. How did he do that to Ben Walker? That's a miracle. And the new Northern Eagles have hit the lead. Last tackle. Gidley going to run it. Kennedy. Hughes, now he kicks. Inside for Kennedy. Back to Tamana Tahu for the corner. Off an Eagle player. Back to Kennedy. That should be play on. He improves the position. From touch. He's going to hit the upright. And the crossbar. I don't believe what I've seen.
It took that freakish act of bad luck for the Knights to be beaten for the first time in over 2 months. But they probably would have been grateful to get as close as that in the ensuing week when Andrew Johns' absence really began to bite.
Now Fittler steps off his left, turns it inside for Phillips. Phillips is put away by Marquardt. And they are 35 metres out from the line now as they go across to their number 7. Green gets it away to a running Brian Fletcher. Then likewise, and it's Matt Singh. He's on his way. Here comes try number 1. Scored by the Sydney Roosters. Matt Singh scores under the uprights. Inside the 20-metre line. Centre of the ground. Gidley. Rudder. Inside ball for Hughes. Beats 1, beats 2. Goes further. 5th tackle now. Badderas. O'Davis. Chance on. He's over Kennedy. Kennedy's in to score. Points to the spot. Try for Kennedy. Green to the short side. Fitzgibbon again. Then wing. Swerving. Passing. Pongia. He's over the line. Are they about to put the last nail there? Fittler. Fitzgibbon, he'll go in, Flannery.
To see Newcastle surrender consecutive games at Marathon is almost unthinkable. But that's exactly what transpired in early June when they followed up the loss to Sydney with an embarrassing surrender to the Bulldogs.
Gap that was presented by the decoy. Here's Rudder. Now it's away for Tahu. Great pass. Albert's over. 9 metres from the line. To the right of the ground for Rudder, and Rudder away for Hughes, and Hughes puts in a lovely kick to Mana Tahu. No doubt. What a try. What a lovely kick from Mark Hughes. Blindside play again. Trindle rolls it in. They'll score. Talau gets the try. I never thought I'd see him in a jumper other than one to th. Oh, Anasta! Anasta! Well, that looks so simple. Offering, but not giving it. Kennedy. Kennedy's been a problem. Kennedy got it away, and Hughes is over. Tahu taking the kick from right in front. And oh, yes, he's got it. No, yes, no, yes. Eventually played. Rudder. High kick, up and down in the same spot almost. Howland went up. Came down with the reward. The Whippet's away. Tahu can't get him. Hughes is going in and out and away. Albert's running down. The Dogs attack inside the 20-metre line. Anasta knows he's got him beaten, and Feeney's in for number 2. Buderus away for Gidley. Long ball, cut out ball, Peden, Bailey, Ryder for the corner! He's there! And with Braithen Astor having a field day. Sherwin for Mason. Look at the big bloke. Look at him go. Look at this. El Masri. He's over. Sherwin kicking. El Masri will do it again. El Masri's again.
As a El Masri's bazooka celebration summed things up perfectly for the crestfallen Knights. They had just been blasted in front of their adoring home fans. And an even bigger hiding awaited them in round 17 at Parramatta. As they say on the news sometimes, if you don't want to know the score, or in this case, remember it, look away now.
Fan standing in front of the box from one of the private boxes, that's fine. As long as they're full. Drew puts a kick in for the corner. They're going to do it. They have done it. Burt. Luke Burt scores. Fifth tackle. Donaldson waits. Buderus again. Grab a kick, looking for Viola. He's in. He's over. It is Billy Peden who's claimed to try. Violecki was cool. He was consummate. And then Peden, like a thief in the night, has come around on the blind side. And we think he's got it down for a legal touch.
That's a try.
It's coming. And it is no try. 10 away. Right in the middle. Marsh. Vella. Taylor. Dummies inside. He'll get there. Taylor's in. Parramatta gets number 4. Memorable night, this one. For Parramatta supporters, obviously. Jamie Lyon kicks. Here's Donald. Donald is flying. I think he's done it.
They've really got to make sure they stay there in the coming weeks.
Yeah, the worst will end up after this round is 5th. They can hang in there for a couple of weeks. But here's an intercept, and Jamie Lyon will streak away. He'll run 60 metres and put it under the sticks.
Well, don't stop there.
There he goes, beautiful dive.
After 4 forgettable outings which saw the Knights slip from 1st to 5th on the ladder, Andrew Johns' return just couldn't come quickly enough. But not even those passionate Novocastrians who saw him as some kind of saviour could have envisaged the havoc he helped the side wreak on the reigning premiers in round 18.
Away. Newcastle in support. O'Davis. Rob O'Davis. He's in to score. The big crowd loving it. 12 away for Rudder. Runs towards Kennedy. Picks up McDougall. McDougall comes across. Gidley away for Albert. Albert's over. It's a Newcastle try. Their second of the night.
In 4 tackles from the restart, they've come to the 50-metre line. Just takes so much pressure off Hughes.
Here's
Chip
the kick for McDougall. The bounce for McDougall. Buderus on the fingertips. Couldn't get control of it. Says play on. Rudder. Cut out ball on Johns, finding Gidley. Inside for Johns. Johns is over. Andrew Johns is over. Or maybe he is at Marathon, the great man. Maybe God has come to Marathon. For Kennedy. Back for Rudder. Rudder for McDougall. They've isolated Sailor. And away it goes to Hughes. Back on the inside. Rudder's over. This is fantastic. This is unbelievable.
They've got a wonderful nucleus of experienced players, but some exciting men coming on the scene as well. Newcastle, 40 out. Buderus throws a dummy. Game meters up the middle. Still going.
Lifting the legs high out of a tackle. Johns is with it. In traffic. Then floating it out. Bailey beats Walker. Takiri takes him. Gets it away from Marquardt. Then away from Peden. Peden away for Johns. Joey's over again. Johns is in again. 2 for the night. There's the line. This is the last. Johns looking for Rudder, finding Hughes. Mark Hughes gets the try. Medeiros, Johns, beautiful ball for Hughes. Likewise for O'Davis. There's trouble again for the Broncos. Albert is over. From the touchline for the captain. Looks good. He got it. He got it. Significantly, we have a different rule this year. The 12-4 as the back down finds Simpson. Simpson! Tall and rangy. Galloping to the 10. He's played well. Now there a chance. Albert does it again.
So Newcastle's campaign was firmly back on the rails again, and they backed up from the blitz on Brisbane with another Marathon Stadium try-scoring feast, this time against the Melbourne Storm.
As I say, they're starting to push it. Matt Orford then pushed the pass, a little bit of pressure on the man receiving the football, and you can't afford to do that against the Knights.
McDougall got on the outside of Bell, loops a pass over the top to Mark Hughes. They've replied. Within range of the Melbourne Storm 20. Goes to Johns. Now Rudder running at the line. Open a beautiful hole for Kennedy. Fires a pass to McDougall. What a play by Newcastle. He's found his rhythm now. Here's Medeiros. No look pass for Bailey. He gets between them as well. Here they come again. He's got options. Kennedy is there. He'll score for the Knights as well. Here's Lavia. Giving a ball away to Geyer, who's almost away. He slipped a pass, knocked backwards by O'Brien, and look at this, they're lining up. O'Davis dummies straight through the gap. It comes back for Paul Margaret. He will give it back to Medeiros. What a week for the young hooker. Lavia only just got him. Plays it to Medeiros. Wasn't quite ready for it. Runner puts it backwards. Did Kennedy hang on to it? I think he did. I think he scored as well. Harrigan thinks so. He points to the spot. Yes.
Well, that's a freakish try.
He's been playing at left centre since Mark Hughes left the field in the first half with a back injury.
Leave him there, leave him there.
Johns tracking across field, looking to start something. He found Peden, who found Rudder. He got away from the Kearney tackle. Now it goes to Simpson. He's running like a winger himself. Feeds it to Darren Albert. Oh, put a step on Ben Rawley, which shook him out of his underpants, and he'll score behind the post. Swain to Orford. Fires a quick pass to Lavia. Bella's there, found no one. They created the extra man. They get their second try of the afternoon. Here he is again. Juggles this one. Fires it back on the inside to McDougall. The last thing they needed was to backpedal the best part of 70 metres after going so close to scoring themselves. Simpson standing, offloading for Medeiros. He keeps running. Here's Bailey, back to Medeiros. Oh, score, Danny, score!
And what a weekend that was for Danny Medeiros. 48 hours earlier, he had made his debut for Australia in the Test defeat of New Zealand, despite being overlooked for the New South Wales Origin side. And at season's end, he was picked in the Kangaroo squad, along with Matt Gedley, Ben Kennedy, Andrew Johns and Adam McDougall, who also managed to bag 4 tries against the Warriors in round 20.
Bobby O'Davis just knows Andrew Johns is going to stay alive and stay in motion, flips the ball around as they move it left.
And it comes across now to McDougall playing in the centres. McDougall will score. There's the reply from the Knights. Adam McDougall, the Mad Dog, has struck.
Clinton Thorpe is one player, I believe if you watched the video of him, you couldn't work out how he plays. See another long ball out to Mad Dog. He's liable to do anything.
He's liable to bust him up. Look at him go. The Mad Dog has cut loose. He's flying down that eastern touchline and he'll get a double. McDougall brings it around and the Knights get their second 4-pointer. Kennedy went low. Jones to Campion, back to Jones. He offloads to Motu Tony. Tony, Cleary. Cleary goes through. Cleary's got support and the ball goes back. That's a try to Motu Tony. Motu Tony scores. Newcastle are blowing up. Bailey playing it back. Badiris gives it on to Sean Rudder. Now to McDougall. There goes the kick from the Mad Dog. This will bounce. Who's going to get the bounce? The Knights will get the bounce. Mad Dog looking for a hat-trick, and he will get it. Last tackle coming up for the Newcastle side. They work the blind. Gidley has the ball. Passes back to Bailey. Now to Badiris. Back to Johns. He'll score. He's got the step and the skills. 4 points to Joey Johns. 8-point ball game here at Ericsson. Jones to Motu Tony. Cut out pass to Torpy. And away goes Murphy. Murphy's got pace, looking for support. Got it back to Guttenbeil. Out the back door, come off Badiris. Should be 6 to go. Mally's lost it. Got it back to Motu Tony. It's play on, and Tony scores. 15 metres out. And the pass comes to Lower TD. Try is coming here for the Warriors. Yes, it is. Clinton Torpy reaches out. Less than 10 metres out. The Warriors on their own try line. Goes across to Sean Rudder. They're queuing up, and through goes the second row forward, Steve Simpson. Flimsy defence, and Newcastle back in front. 35 out. The Knights go to Johns for the field goal. Smart move, and it is online, and that is the ball game for mine. 7-point lead to Newcastle, and Johns knows it. They were short for numbers on the right flank, the Knights. Paliacina. Paliacina still going. Paliacina is there. Iafeka Paliacina has scored an amazing try. Anxious moments for coach Daniel Anderson. McDougall gets 4.
With 6 tries to his name in 2 matches, the Mad Dog looked like a man on a mission. And the Knights were reaping the benefits as the finals loomed on the horizon. But when it came to point scoring, there was no greater singular feat in the 2001 Telstra Premiership than Andrew Johns' incredible effort against Canberra in round 21.
Steps off the right foot. The VK couldn't pick him up. Too easy for Joey.
Wolford comes through the hands of Finch at first receiver. McFadden outside him, turned inside out. He got past Sean Rudder. He's so close to getting across. In fact, he did. He'll score. Johns. Right again. A short pass to Simpson. Might have been some doubt about it. He's got plenty of options. He gives it back to Gidley, and he will score. I still have my doubts about a pass back down the field, but Tim Mander says that's a try. Great hands from the front row to pick it up after the charge down. Rudder now. Short ball for Simpson, who's through again. Did he get across the line? Yes, he did. Up inside the 10. I don't believe what I saw from Matthew Gidley. Morris will take the quick tap. They want 6 points to finish the half. Here's Johns putting the head down, and he'll get them. Able to stop him without too much trouble. Johns now off that right foot, looking for the line for the 3rd time in the game, a hat-trick. Bailey away to Johns, rubbering again. Davis is the intended target. I don't know if he got there. He thinks he might have. Monahan was there. Mander says it was a try. They go left again. Johns to McDougall, pouring into a gap. Here's Johns. Chipping over the top. Davis will beat them to it. Did he get it down, or was he even onside? Tim Mander will take a look at all options. He might have just got this down, you know.
I'd hate to do this, but I'm going to agree with you again. That's twice in one day.
Davis will play it back to O'Brien. Again to Johns, showing it one way. A ball to Gidley. They just work the spaces so well, and Albert is too quick for Schafowski. How simple it was, but it can't get it on that occasion. Here's Davis. He comes to the right where Johns is. He won't grub. He'll look for the line for the 4th try of the game. I think he's got it. He has.
And on the same day that Jason Taylor became Rugby League's greatest point scorer, Andrew Johns smashed his own record of most points in a single match for the Knights, with 4 tries and 9 goals for an 80-minute tally of 34. But just like 3 months earlier, and that knee injury interfered with his excellent season, Johns and his teammates once again found that elation can quickly turn to frustration.
Rogers read it well. Gets away from Johns, straight up the middle of the ruck. Here's his first touch. He may go the length of the field. Oh, Davis isn't going to catch him. Yes, he does. Rogers slips over. Where's the support? There's Peachy. He couldn't link up with him. I thought he'd beaten O'Davis, but Robbie came again. Now it comes from Ferris. Ordinary pass, bounces nicely for Graham. Out to Preston on the wing. Preston goes for the corner. Inside to McKenna. He gets it down. There's a try. But what about the run from Matty Rogers? Shows it to Gidley. Takes the tackle. Here's the last. What will Johns do here? On the ground. Here comes Robbie O'Davis. What a try for the Newcastle Knights. They made it look so easy. Lane cut out to Graham. Now Rogers stepping, weaving back in. Back to Graham. They've got numbers on the left. Can Graham get rid of it? He does. Back on the inside to Luke Stewart. Can he reach out? He does. On the line is a try. They kept the ball alive. The siren's going to go any second. Now it comes to Grief. Grief, the ball back to Tahu. Johns over his head, back to Kennedy. Here's a chance. Rudder's got Gidley on his outside. He's going to go himself and score the try. Well, that is amazing. Andrew Johns, he just threw the ball. Wasn't even looking. Hampstead's awarded the try. He slowed the ball down there. As Johns up slowly. Tamana Tahu. Great ball to Ryder. Away from Best. Here's a try on the inside to Bailey. And Bailey will cross and score the try. Simpson back on the field over the top. Darts with that little chipping kick over the top. Players colliding everywhere. Oh, Peachy! Robbie O'Davis didn't see him. And David Peachy salutes the crowd. And the Sharks have got another 4-pointer. Priest up. Back to Graham. Here's quick hands. Dykes Campbell. Away from Tamana Tahu. Over the halfway. Peachy on the inside. What about that? David Peachy has scored 2 tries in 2 minutes. And is that the ball game? He nearly ran into Botany Bay.
They just haven't had the football. When they've had the football, they've looked dangerous. A great ball there by Johns to Simpson.
The crowd thought it was forward. Referee said play on. Back to Johns with a kick. Now here's Darren Albert. Miller was grabbed by the jumper. There's the bounce for Albert. He's over for the try. I thought they got a break there, the Sharks. Long ball to Tahu. Away from McKenna. Now back to Peden. He's got Ryder with him and space. Here's Ryder. What about Rudder up the middle of the ground? Only the fullback to beat. He passed early. Peachy will get him. Here comes Preston. Peachy won't get him. Rudder scores under the post. His second try of the afternoon. Campbell. Peachy stepping. Beats another. And David Peachy has got himself a hat-trick.
The leaky defence was bad enough on that afternoon, but the 2-week suspension of Andrew Johns for striking that followed was simply adding insult to injury. It wasn't the end of the world though, because surely they couldn't possibly lose to the poor old West Tigers in round 23, would they?
To run up, the ball on the outside to McDougall, lovely pass for Tahu. Craigie can't put it with him. Kane coming across, but he slips a lovely ball to Kennedy. There's try number 11. For the Newcastle second rower this season. Morris to Rudder. And Simpson outside him, pouring into a huge gap. He's looking for the try line and will find it as well. He was on the outside of his opponent again tonight, Kevin McGuinness, and here's the ball back on the inside. McDougall for Kennedy, reaching out. He'll score their 3rd try. Well, they've got a real sniff tonight, you can tell, the forwards. Picking up big metres in this set of 6 as Morris comes to Gidley. He's away again. Albert cuts back on the inside. They won't catch him. The Tigers haven't touched the ball. The Knights have scored 3 tries unanswered to lead 22 points to 0. Scandalis to Jeffries. A ball back on the inside for Pearson, who's running like Darren Albert himself to get there. Getting up very quickly to make the tackle was Marquardt. Craigie. Good pass to Galea, well handled, and Corfusi gets on the outside to return the favour. Goes to that shoulder again. He really is battling at the moment. O'Brien fires it out the back and goes through the hands of Wynn to Kennedy. Here's trouble. McDougall on the outside of McGuinness. Lovely ball back on the inside from Kennedy to Tahu, and then back once more to Julian Bailey. A marvellous try by the Knights. Here's Wynn running at them at speed. Gets it back for Kennedy, who picks up a hat-trick. Jeffries turns it back for Craigie. He saw half a gap. He's still going. He saw more than half a gap. He saw the try line. Jeffries through the hands of Galea to Craigie into another hole. Here they come again, the Tigers. Galea back on the inside. Now it's a race between Galea and Albert. Galea gets there. Did he get the ball down? Yes, he did. The help on the far side there of one other Newcastle player. Pearson had the arm free. Play on! Off the Knights, it bounces up for Joel Kane, who scores for the Tigers. Kane's at dummy half. It comes to Jeffries. They've bombed the last two times. They grab it this time. McGuinness is there.
The green light was duly given. And one of the most amazing comebacks in rugby league history was complete. Newcastle players left Campbelltown wondering how they could possibly lose after leading 24-0 and 32-12 at different stages of the match against one of the competition's struggling units. That should have been ample motivation to bounce back the following Friday night. However, the Dragons were just too hot for an understrength Knights outfit that also had Danny Badiris, Tamana Tahu and Mark Hughes sitting in the grandstand.
Barrett looks around, gets it away. Hooper on. Ward is with it. Ward will make it. Colin Ward, he threw the big dummy. Then he goes in and scores a rather rare try. 2 metres out from the line on 5. Now, Bailey's the dummy half. It goes out to that blind side again, and Wynn is there across the face of Gidley. No, he's offside, I fancy. Bill will want to have a look at it. My first impressions are that Bailey's in front of the kicker. Yeah, you've got to find the point of contact. There it is there.
There it is there. No, he might be onside. It's just touched the boot now as it comes across. Oh, gee.
Pretty hard to call, isn't it? This will be a green light.
And it is, so there it is, it's a try. Through from Hooper, out for Barrett. Barrett goes around, he finds Blacklock. Blacklock puts the foot down. Ainscough for the corner. Blacklock, hey, Roberts has got the ball on a reverse pass, put it down. Was there a forward pass? He's pointed to the ground. It is a try. Hornby, Barrett, Hooper. Beautifully picked up. Roberts has got players everywhere. Doesn't need any of them. Little in the way. Flirts with the dead ball line. Puts it down. Need a change. 7 now for St George Illawarra. Gasnier is on his own. Gasnier beat them. Gasnier's over. Oh, that is unbelievable. The defence was so fragile. Oh, stop it, please. Lofted pass, not good for Wynn. Wynn puts it over for Matthew Gidley. Gidley sets his sights for the corner, but that is Colin Ward, is it not? No, it's young Hornby who made the tackle. Now they go back and away from Wynn. Wynn then goes through Rudder. Oh, what a take and what a try for Abraham. Well, he's flown through the air with the greatest of ease. Back now for Barrett. Barrett double pumps it and puts the halfback over.
Johns, Badiris, Mark Hughes. Great kick.
Blacklock's got the ball.
Oh,
Blacklock gets it away. Stapleton, he's over. Stapleton's there.
As the red and white celebrated, Newcastle was left to confront their third straight defeat. But history now tells us that was the last time the Knights had their colours lowered in 2001. Captain Andrew Johns returned from his 2-match suspension in Townsville the following week, along with Badiris, Hughes and Tahu, and immediately charted a course for the playoffs.
Oh, lovely pass back inside for Andrew Johns, and he's into the game immediately. The last coming up now for the Knights. Away to Robbie O'Davis. O'Davis sends a beautiful pass for Tamana Tahu. He's in to score. He'll play the ball, McDougall, 22 metres out to O'Davis, and then away to Rudder, and on it goes to Johns, and then on to Gidley for the line, and it's in. Oh, lovely try. Here's Andrew Johns from the sideline, swinging back in, and hits the crossbar and over. Is there anything he can't do? Johns with that kick.
You'd say to bring snow, except we're in the tropics, but beautifully taken by Matty Bowen. But you couldn't see that ball. That was up above the lights, and then he's lost it. And quickly the pass comes out to McDougall. McDougall for the corner and gets it down to score. Sean Rudder is the acting halfback. From Rudder, goes away to Simpson. Wide it goes to Gidley. Gidley gets through the tackle of Shepherd and scores, and you would think that would be the try that would wrap it up for Newcastle. From Fiend to O'Neill. Again, they come down that right-hand side. What can they do this time? O'Neill tries to do it all himself and is held on to only centimetres short. Plays it back to Fiend. Then coming inside, Robert Ralph on the angle, caught the ball by surprise. Plays it 12 out. Johns, dummies one, then goes wide, picked up by Gidley. On it goes to Tahu, got around Lees and will go in and score.
That comfortable defeat of the Cowboys confirmed Newcastle's place in the top four and therefore a home qualifying final with 1 round remaining. The only danger was the possibility of slipping from 3rd to 4th, but it was never a chance as they tore the pitiful Panthers from limb to limb at Marathon.
Most eventful first 2 minutes of this game. Great ball. Here's a chance. Hughes, quick hands, McDougall. Here's the support. Rudder straight through under the post. What a try for the Newcastle Knights.
And what the Knights have done is played the ball quickly, and it certainly has put the Panthers under pressure. Great opportunity game for the Knights. 5 metres out.
Well, that's all too easy. Much too easy for Josh Perry from the restart. Just went straight through the middle of the Panthers forwards. Good defence that time from the Panthers. Adamson was around the legs. Greenhill over the top. Rudder. Feeding on his inside, outside to Kennedy. Great ball to Robbie O, and O'Davis is over. Ben Kennedy got the ball away, and the Knights are in again. 3 tries in 12.5 minutes. Here comes Rodwell now, kicking back off the side of the boot, straight to McDougall. The kick there was Matthew Reed, Paul Reed, but McDougall was back there. Now Kennedy returning the football, away from Cross, up to the halfway line. Great ball to Robbie O'Davis. And the Knights have gone 80 metres, and O'Davis has got a double. We've only had 21.5. And there's the somersault for the try. What about the ball from Ben Kennedy? Last tackle now for Penrith. Rodwell with the kick. Here comes Gower. He scored the try. Great kick there from the number 7. Rudder at acting half. Badiris with the kick. Robbie O for a hat-trick before half-time. Has he got it down?
I think I agree with Brett Kenny. The ball is down on the ground.
8 metres into Knights territory. Here's Gower. Trying to link up. Hand in there from Kennedy. Here's McDougall now. Here comes the cover. Reek chasing hard. He's away from Reek. Carter won't get him. And Adam McDougall scored in the corner. Last tackle here for Newcastle. Johns. Back to McDougall. Straight through the tackle there of Cross. Goes himself. Hughes lining up. And Mark Hughes will score his first try of the night. Robbie O'Davis, quick play the ball. Now they go through Johns. Now Hughes out the back. McDougall for the corner. He's got himself a double. A quick tap from the Newcastle Knights.
Good opportunity now to put a little bit of responsibility onto some of these other guys.
Here's Robbie O'Davis throwing dummies. Now Johns out the back to Rudder. Here's Gidley. Another chance for the Knights. Tahu on his outside. They're lining up on the inside, so he kicks. McDougall will get a hat-trick. If the bounce is good, it is. He's got himself a hat-trick. It's a hat-trick-a-thon at Marathon Stadium. The Knights have hit the half-century. We playing cricket or what?
Started here, Danny Badiris. Off-play the ball. Goes to a number set of hands. Johns flip over the top. Great work by Gidley. This is a beautiful pass. Well timed. Tamana Tahu kicks the ball back in. He sees 3 or 4 Knights there. And Adam McDougall says, thank you very much, it's mine.
Michael Hagan will be totally satisfied with the performance today.
No, I don't think. I think the second half, obviously, better performance than the first half. But there's been a few parts in their game. The defence has been a little bit lackadaisical at times. That's something they've got to pick up, especially in the finals. But overall, I guess he's probably very happy as we see another break, possibly a try.
Mark Hughes, he will have the pace to get away from Luke Lewis, and Mark Hughes gets himself a double. and it's now 56 points to 12. Medeiros. Marquette, here's Adam McDougall, Robbie's there as well, and Marquette wanted to try on his own, keeps it alive to Johns, now to Gidley, where's Robbie O and where's McDougall? Johns has got the ball, 6 to go, says the referee. The Knights looking to make it 60. Tamana Tahu, can he get the ball down? He's over the line, they've got to 60. Tamana Tahu has scored the try.
The ball stuck and a lot of tries are scoring. I think the 11 years with the Knights, it's been the first time I scored 3 tries, so I'm stoked at the moment, yeah.
Robbie O was stoked, and so were thousands of Novocastrians after the Knights clocked up their biggest score of the year. Not a bad way to enter the finals after comfortably finishing in 3rd spot through 16 wins and a draw from an eventful home and away campaign. However, Newcastle's home season hadn't ended just yet. They had earned the right to host a qualifying final and took full advantage, despite some early setbacks like a freaky Sydney Roosters try and a nasty head knock to Andrew Johns.
Scored. Harrigan doesn't bother going for the video. Andrew Johns has taken very little part in the game. He's trying to get himself back together, and the others are doing the job at the moment. Now he comes into the play. Medeiros, Johns, Parsons. Big Matt Parsons. Parsons is a metre from the line. Back to Medeiros, a long ball. Rudder, now Peden. Gidley will score. Gidley gets it in the corner. 25 metres out from the line there in the centre of the ground. Johns has got one to beat. Johns is going to make it. Andrew Johns, the magnificent. Andrew Johns is a freak. How can anybody come back from what he endured early in this game and yet do what he's done?
Well, I haven't been around a long time, but he is the best I've ever seen.
This is O'Brien now, part of the bench, which is totally out there now. This is going to bounce close to the sideline. Then it went, it's done a dipsy doodle. McDougall's over. Oh, it's a nightmare for Minicello. That is very, very cruel. Oh, that is nightmare on Elm Street.
Well, we're just
for
going
Minicello.
just going to check, Ray, whether the chasers were onside.
There's the kick. It is going to be a line baller.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're 3 minutes out, this decision coming down now.
No try. Davis using Rudder, and then a beautiful pass. Tahu's got Albert with him, won't need him, and Tamana Tahu goes in to score for the Knights. What a pass. Who was it? Rudder. I think it was Sean Rudder. He has put a beautiful ball onto Tahu. Crocker the tackler with wing. Back for Medeiros to find O'Davis. Then on to Gidley. Steps up his right foot twice, 3 times, and he's over. Once, twice, thrice, and Gidley goes in for the Knights.
In the second half of matches this year, Newcastle have conceded 66 tries, the Roosters 40. So the Roosters have been just about the best in the NRL, the Knights the worst. And that's something they've turned around. Intercept, Gidley, can he get 3?
The chasers coming across. They want the ball back in the middle. He does that. He answers the call. But Medeiros, has he got the pace? No, he hasn't. They decided to track him, and they ran Medeiros down. Now it goes from Rudder. A wide ball. McDougall, he'll get there. McDougall's over. A great weekend for football. The opening weekend of the McIntyre system of the NRL finals. Cronulla in Brisbane last night. Here is Johns, the hero. Comes to the last line. Away goes Ben Kennedy. Ben Kennedy goes in. Ben Kennedy scores. And is that elation or is that elation? So Glenn Grief is taking the conversion attempt of the Ben Kennedy try to cap off the night. And the chunky front row forward, he converts the try scored by the second row forward, set up by the chunkier number 7, Andrew Johns.
Well, that's because it's his last home game as well.
I love playing the big games, and it doesn't get any bigger than this. Marathon Stadium packed out, and we want a bit of revenge after last year, but the job's only half done. 3 more games, and hopefully we can bring back the trophy to Newcastle.
On a very special night for the club, there was also a hearty cheer reserved for popular winger Darren Albert, who was bound for England in 2002. With second-place Bulldogs being beaten in the qualifying finals, Newcastle found themselves with a week's rest and 1 game away from the big one for the 2nd straight year.
Pulled down desperately from behind by Stewart. Now Rudder. Long ball finding Gidley. Catch and pass. Gidley back turned. Made no difference. Tahu's heading for the corner. He came down short and he's into touch.
One of the great tackles, Paul Mellor.
Strong from Dean Treaster, who Andrew has just explained is on there for Jason Ferris at the moment. Gidley got around him. Tahu chased by Mellor. That contest continued. Gidley. Magnificent hands by Gidley. Johns. Rudder. Hughes. McDougall with a juggle. Goes back in field. And McDougall will play it 17 out from the line. Peterson away for O'Davis. 5th tackle now for Newcastle. Johns, the kick, and Campbell. Magnificent work by Preston Campbell. Sure, there might have been a shade of luck, but wasn't it great?
I don't believe that. I don't believe a human being can do what he just did then, Preston Campbell. It was incredible hands.
We must be getting very close to interchange. Been an energy-sapping first 18, 19 minutes as the ball goes down.
Newcastle's got a chance! Ben Kennedy! Kennedy's over! 6-0. Newcastle leading. And then Treaster puts a kick in. They're coming fast behind him. Rogers has got a try, I think. Newcastle now have got their relief front row forwards on. And one of them getting it away for Johns, and Johns away for Marquardt. He puts it down. Peachy picks it up. Peachy's away. There's a try for Cronulla. It is only academic now. Peachy saluting the crowd. Puts the ball down. The Sharks are in front. And Johns getting a quick massage of that thigh muscle. This is the last time Johns kicked.
Get behind, mate.
And you can see he's in awful pain. Perry. They expect big things from Josh Perry. They'd love him to produce it tonight. Here's Johns. Johns is over. He lost the ball. Well, Peachy's picked up the ball, but the referee's called them back for the video referee. John still thinks he scored.
Yeah, he's adamant he scored a try. There's no doubt it left his hand. Then he forced it. I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do, whether to award it.
We're about to
find out.
It is no try. Medeiros. This is Perry.
Last tackle. Hand out of there.
Johns calling the ball to the left. And there's the kick. Wide. Oh, Mark Hughes is over. Mark Hughes is over. Played by Lang. Given by Ferris. Run by Pearce. Campbell was with him. So was Peachy. Peachy's gone over the halfway. They find Brent Gross out wide. Gross is chased by Simpson. Marvellous tackle by Simpson. The ball deflected forward by Cronulla.
Oh, yeah, great game.
5th tackle. Medeiros spears it across for Rudder. Rudder puts up a nice looking kick. They go up, they got the ball, they're over.
Kennedy! Ben Kennedy has scored!
Well, that may be the one. Still a huge conversion coming from Andrew Johns, but Ben Kennedy gets the second.
He got one from this angle earlier. 16 to 10. Important kick. It's there. It is there. Newcastle will go to their second grand final. The scoreboard, 18 points to 10. The Knights of Newcastle with an abundance of fans here at the football stadium tonight.
We knew they were going to go forward, and they did. They got a lot of rolls on, and we just had to defend our asses off, mate, and that's what we did. And you know, we knew our attack was good enough to win the game. We just had to defend, and you know, that's what has improved over the last couple of weeks.
12 months after blowing it, the Knights made sure of the club's second grand final appearance, and the town almost drowned in a sea of red and blue. Newcastle were ranked underdogs against the Parramatta side that had lost only 4 matches all season. But that was just the right kind.
Personal satisfaction for Michael Hagan here. You've won premierships as a player. You're experiencing the ultimate right now as a coach. Can you compare?
No, it's pretty hard because you probably don't dream of getting to this stage so early, to be honest. And I think to be through it as a player, it's different, and to work with so many good young blokes, and they've worked really hard all year. And I think no one really gave us much of a chance, to be honest, tonight. So that aside, I think it's an enormous effort.
Mate, I can't wait to get back to Newcastle and get on the drink with everyone. Yeah!